Hi, my name is Mike Macedonio, and I'm an executive director with BNI. What does bringing a visitor, bringing a referral, and going to the prom have in common? They all involve someone saying yes. And that's what today's presentation is about. How do you get more yeses? Are you looking for more yeses in your business? Are you looking for more yeses in your life? Well, I'm going to show you 5 easy steps to get more yeses. Okay, these are very easy steps, starting with the first one, which is probably the easiest and often the one that gets skipped, and that is to record the contact. If you bring in a visitor, you want to record it. If you bring in a referral, you want to record it. If someone is referred to you and you have a prospect, you want to record it. And here's how I know, in many cases, this step gets skipped. I will often ask people when looking and evaluating their marketing, I'll ask them, what does the conversion look like? When you get a referral, what's the likelihood that they buy? And I know it's not being recorded when I hear something like around. It's more like around when we're guessing. Okay, so the most important thing and the easiest step of all of this process is recording the contact. So the question for you is, where do you record your contacts? Where do you record prospects, referrals, and visitors? And for those of us in BNI, we're fortunate enough to have BNI Connect. Again, we're looking to grow with new members. We will know what our conversion is when we're recording our visitors. Okay, so that's step number 1. How about step number 2? Ask powerful questions. Okay, what are the powerful questions that you ask when you want to bring people as a visitor? Or what's the powerful question you'll ask when you're trying to recommend somebody? Now, this is one of those that I want to recommend, that not only do you know your powerful questions, but you share it with other people in your network, so they could be possibly asking those questions on your behalf. So here's a couple of examples. Are you looking for better business? No, notice I didn't ask you if you're looking for more business. Are you looking for better business? Or what is the biggest challenge you have getting your ideal clients? Okay. This would open up the door for me to talk to somebody about how I can help them market their business. Okay. Be a great way to invite somebody to BNI. So when you think about your business, what are the powerful questions you want prospect asked? And your referral sources could be asking those questions for you. Okay, these are questions that draw people in, compel them to want to know more about you, as opposed to the push referral. You ought to talk to. That doesn't always go so well. So again, it's step number 2, it's about powerful questions. Step number 3, provide an experience. Okay. Provide the person with an experience. If it's a visitor, bring them to a meeting. Okay. If it's someone for your business, maybe you're going to provide them a consultation. Okay, to experience what it's like working with you. Okay, or they may have an opportunity to experience your product or service. In my world, when we do a lot of trainings, a lot of times I invite people to sit in, come as my guest, spend a few hours with us, see the type of work we do. Okay, and if it's something that interests you, we can talk about a next step. Okay, so what is the experience that you can provide for the people you're looking for a yes? Now I want to just add one more thing. Not just a experience, a wow experience. You want them to be so looking at it and like, oh my God, type of an experience. All right, you got it? Experience, but make it a wow experience. All right, the next one is show them how to buy. Right? If they've engaged because they're interested in the questions that you're asking, if they've had an experience, the next thing we need to show them is how to buy. And I'm going to give you a couple of tips on this. Know your process. Know when a person comes to you what your process is. Is there a series of intake or evaluations or diagnosis that's done, okay, as part of your sales process? Are they expected to complete certain forms that's going to allow you to better evaluate what they want? Okay, so know your process. Again, once you have a sales process, make sure you're also sharing that with your referral sources. Okay, so they know, hey, when somebody's recommended to me, here's what's going to happen next. I'll tell you a little secret. One of my referral process is after they've had an experience, I invite them to spend time with my wife and I in our home. No, seriously, they have an experience with us in our home. Now, I know most people don't do business or sales that way, but it works for me. It works for my wife. Okay, but I want my referral sources to know that's how their referrals are going to be handled. Okay? Next, make it easy. Make it easy for people to buy. You know, too many times I watch people, they're in the sales process and they say, yeah, go home, get online, get to my website, and you can fill out the paperwork and pay there. That's not easy. Okay? The process is to make it easy for them, okay, not easy for you. Okay, so make it easy for them, and sometimes that's just a matter of making different payment options available. All right, and then another tip here is the best opportunity for a yes is right after experience. If a visitor has had a great experience at your BNI chapter meeting, at the end of that meeting was a perfect opportunity to see if they'd like to take the next step. Okay, the more time that goes by after they've had that experience, in hours, days, or even sometimes weeks, the less likely you are to get your yes. All right, and finally, you have to follow up with an ask. You do have to make them feel that they want it. And with visitors, for example, it's letting them know, we would like to have you consider participating in our chapter. Okay, we've shown them how to buy, for example, by providing an application and showing them how we need that information to approve people into the chapter. Now we have to follow up by asking, would you like to participate? No different than if a referral came to you. After going through this process, at the end, you would want to ask, do you feel this would be a good way of getting more or better business? It's a sample of an ask, okay? Very natural. Okay? What do you feel your next step would be? Now, I just want to make one point on the asks. Don't try to be so fancy and slick with your ask. Find something that's authentic to you. For me, when I ask somebody, what do you feel your next step is? That's just a normal course of conversation. There's no push, there's no pressure. I'm simply inquiring what they think the next step would be. Okay? So be natural, be authentic when you're going through this process. All right, so listen, I'm gonna tell you, I've been using the sales process of 5 yeses for years, and it's worked extremely well for me. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna share something with you. This is how I got my wife to marry me. It's true. Dawn Lyons said yes, okay, but what did I do? Record the contact. Dawn Lyons, email, phone number, favorite colors, purple, burning desires to travel to Greece. I recorded the contact. I have to ask a powerful question. Hi, I'm Mike. How do you like me so far? And then I had to provide an experience. I took her to Greece. And then, of course, you have to show them how to buy. Okay, you're going to take this ring, you're going to put it on your finger, and you're going to say, I do. I showed her how to buy. And then finally, you have to follow up and ask. And what did I ask? Will you marry me? And here's what she said. Are you messing with me? True story. Are you messing with me? So I had to follow up with another ask. I said, that's not an answer. Will you marry me? And what did she say? Yes. So if you're looking for more yeses, bring in visitors, bring in referrals, or closing more deals, remember the 5 steps. You follow those 5 steps and you will be getting more yeses. Thank you for listening, and I hope you do get more yeses.